Hi everybody, my name is Amanda. Typically, we would do a pick a card and I would do the introduction and we would get right into it. However, today is very different. Today, in the middle of the day, Spirit was urging me to do this message. And then, as the night kept going on, I kept feeling star families coming through and past loved ones coming through and angels coming through. I felt the entire universe conspiring together to bring these messages through. And they feel really big. I don't know what they are yet. I'm discovering this with you. I have no idea what's behind these, but they just keep making me feel like this is very, very big. And what I keep feeling is like this is a message that's going to point you in the direction for the next part of your life. And it feels like a transmission, like you're getting your orders. So these piles were put together from your star team, from your star family, and your ancestors, and your loved ones, and your angels, and literally everyone and everything in the entire universe conspiring together to bring you whatever message is here. Each pile has a lot of cards. Really tune in, listen to your intuition. They told me very specifically every single pile has a very distinct, specific message that is very different than the other ones. I keep feeling like that scene in Star Wars where Emperor Palpatine is kind of addressing the pulpit of all of the people from all of the galaxies combined together, all the leaders of the galaxy. It just keeps feeling like that. And I just keep feeling overwhelmed, but they're like, you've got this. You're the right person. You're doing this. I'm like, okay, all right, let's do this. So if you guys are ready to hear what the galaxies and the universe and your star team have conspired together to bring you today, let's get into it. Hi, Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You guys chose this little wood thing and this little quartz crystal. And I'm just gonna jump in. I don't even know what to do here, so we're just gonna go through it together. Let's see, 3 of Voices. That is crazy that that's upside down because I went through all of my decks to make sure that they were right side up, so I'm gonna leave that. Knight of Materials, 9 of Emotions, and 4 of Emotions. It feels like you've been sitting behind this blocked door and you're crying because of all of the pain that you've gone through. And you're trying to use that pain to bring light out into the world, but this door is still shut for you and you're not really understanding why. There's no forward movement. It's like you've kind of reached the pinnacle of what you can manifest for yourself. And you don't understand why, because you've been putting so much work into it. I usually say your guides are coming through to say this, but like I said in the intro, it's literally the entire universe is conspiring to tell you this. So I don't know what words to use. We're just going to go with your guides, okay? So they're saying that you have to let go of the pain and start focusing on the gems. All of the little nuggets of wisdom and understanding that you gained during this journey, you have to start focusing on that and let go of the pain. Because in this card over here, it feels like she feels really sad and upset, and she really just wants to connect with other people who have those same feelings or are going through the same thing. But it's like you're in this weird phase where you have transcended the pain and you're trying to connect with other people who have transcended the pain, except you're trying to carry your pain with you. And the problem with that is that these people have transcended the pain. They don't want to hear about the pain anymore. They don't want to be stuck in those lower emotions anymore. They've dealt with their own and they've transcended it. And then the people who are stuck in the lower emotions are stuck there because they don't want to face their own pain. And so by you trying to bring your pain to the table, you're rejecting basically both groups of people, the ones who have transcended it and the ones who are still stuck in their own feelings. Okay, we've got 7 of Materials, Queen of Materials, The Fool. I swear to you, I made sure these cards were all right. There's a message in here about things not being the way you think they are, or turning something upside down, seeing it from a different perspective with these cards that are coming out the opposite way. So they're showing in this card that you've got to go back through what you've been through and find the roses. Find the beautiful little gems of advice or lessons that you learned or good things that happened to you, things like that. Find those and start sharing them with other people, because when you decorate yourself in roses, people see you as somebody that they want to be, somebody that they want to look up to, somebody that they aspire to have everything that you have internally, not even the external stuff, just internally. They want to have what you have. They want to believe in themselves. They want to have your confidence. They want to have your style, whatever it is. People gravitate toward people that they want to be like. And so when you're stuck in these emotions, nobody wants to be that. It's almost like you're trying to lead people through the pain while still being in the pain yourself. And people can see that. They look at it and they're like, oh man, that person is still really stuck in their pain. And if they haven't found the way out of it, why should I believe that they know how to get me out of it? So the Fool card, they just keep telling me to flip it around. Like there's a new perspective. You have to have a new perspective on the things that you've been through. And it's like you can focus on the darkness or you can focus on the light. They want you to start focusing on the light, and they're not saying we're not telling you to put a band-aid over it or make it prettier than it was. We're telling you, take the gems. Ace of Emotions, Four of Voices, Five of Inspiration, and Awakening. They're saying as long as you're staying stuck in this pain, you're never going to be able to get to this place where you're sharing from your heart, okay? And they want you to feel the pain. They want you to go through it, but they also know that you know the way through the pain. You know how to transform it. Part of it is taking care of yourself. Part of it is being the parent that you never had to yourself. Part of it is allowing yourself the time and the space to heal from it. Because it feels very much like you have healed, but you haven't healed the depth of it, basically. And so they're saying, just allow yourself the time. We know that you already know this, but you're not putting it into practice. Five of Inspirations, they just keep saying to me that you need to become the person that you want to be first. You need to become who you want to see in the mirror first, before you can become this shining light for other people. And they're saying, which version of this person do you want to be? Do you want to be spreading to other people? Do you want other people to be in this pain and darkness and feel sorry for what you've been through? Or do you want people to be in this light, I can do anything, I've accomplished so much and I've been through so much kind of feeling? And they're saying, we want you to share your story. We want you to talk about the pain that you went through, but not in a way that you're wanting sympathy from other people and you want people to like cater to you and tell you, oh my God, you've been through so much, I feel so sorry for you. It's like they want you to approach things in a different way, to where you're saying, I have been through so much and I have got through it and I am better for it, and you can get through it too, and I can show you the way. There's an enormous amount of healing and love and holding your hand through it and walking you step by step that's coming, okay? But they're asking you, they're saying there's still a little bit of a journey to go from here to here. Yes, you've gotten through the darkness. Yes, you're on the other side of the pain, but but it's kind of like you're on the other side of all of the things that caused you the pain, but you're still needing to heal from the pain that is still within you. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I feel for you for going through this journey and for thinking that you're done and then now you still have a little bit of a journey to go. I understand that. And I'm sorry that you're still having to do the healing and everything, but I know that when you get on the other side of this, you're going to be such a guiding light and an inspiration to everyone. Your guides are just saying, we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. So this next time is about healing and becoming the version of you that you want to be, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope that was helpful to you. And please let me know how this is all resonating with you. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you chose this little pink cookie. You got a lot of pink, which makes me think you need some extra love, extra TLC right now. Or maybe you're bringing the extra love to the world. Who knows? Little ducky, little microphone, pile number 2. And we're just going to get into it and see what happens. Dang it. The cards are all upside down. Okay, let's try again. Okay, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So see, we're coming through with the love already. Council of light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. This is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning, at the very, very beginning, when I was saying it feels like we're all gathering together to hear these messages today. These are divine masters that are here helping you with your mission. Let's see what else. We'll pull one more right now. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? It feels like you have learned to love yourself very deeply, and it feels like you are very connected and working directly with the divine masters of love here. And in the past, you would be triggered really easily by other people. But what you're mirroring now in other people is love. You have so much love and an abundance of love pouring out of yourself to other people. And that's so beautiful. It's like it starts within yourself. You learned to love yourself so deeply that when other people say something crazy to you, you don't take it as a reflection of yourself because you know it's not true. You immediately know it's not true. You've done so much work on yourself. And all of the universe is conspiring to tell you what a good job you did. And you're still doing a good job. They're saying you have become such a beautiful channel of love onto this earth plane. And they're so happy for you. They want to congratulate you. They want to throw a party for you. They want to shower you with all of the beautiful things that make you feel nurtured and lovely on the inside. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Ooh, beautiful. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? We've got one more card that I'm going to save for a second. Your guides are saying, and the whole universe, all of the masters, everybody's coming through to say, you have done such a great job of creating a nurturing environment for yourself, for caring about yourself and creating boundaries. But now is the time to begin leading other people into that. And it feels like you've been holding yourself back for a while because with this card, it makes me feel like you don't know how. You're telling yourself, I do want to do that. I just don't know the best steps to do that. And you're waiting for the guidance on how to move forward. With this card, it just feels like a warrior of love and truth. Like you're walking around the earth and you see these injustices happening in front of your face. And it's like you want to be the person that walks up and says, no, that's not right. And puts your sword straight through whatever the situation that's happening, and you cut all the BS basically, and you say, you know, this isn't right. You know, that's not right. We're going to do this the right way with love and honor and justice and truth. But it feels like you feel conflicted with this other part of you that is nurturing and loving and caring and just playful and joyful and all of these things, and you feel like I can't be both things. I can't be both loving and caring for myself and caring for other people, and also this warrior that walks up and says, no, that's not right, absolutely not, and is very abrupt and kind of, it in your mind it's the opposite energy of love, but in reality truth is love. Let's look at this last card because I feel like they've got more to say. Yes, just say yes. So they're asking you to be both. So do you see this channel? Look how beautiful that is, that just lined up like that. I am shocked by them sometimes. This is so cool. So the divine masters are telling you what love is, what truth is, and it comes down into your body and it's being channeled through you. And sometimes you're going to be the lamb, where you're loving and you're kind and you're gentle and you're supportive and encouraging. And sometimes you're going to be the lion, where you say, no, that's not right, stop that, right? And they're asking you, I'm sorry, I pushed this a little too far down. They're asking you to be both. Decide in the moment which one feels right to you. Stop deciding who you have to be all the time, and start deciding in the moment which one of these parts of you needs to come out right now to honor truth and love and justice. And I am being drawn to the fact that you picked pile number 2. Be both. You're both. Be both. Okay? You are the lion. You are the lamb. You are the loving, kind, nurturing, encouraging, and you also are the warrior that stands up for truth and justice. You are both, and both parts of you are needed, and that is why you're being guided so strongly by these divine beings. Your next mission is to balance both of these parts of yourself and to accept both parts, because they are both needed, they are both important. And I can hear some of you saying, but what about people's free will? Wouldn't that be stepping on other people's free will if I stepped into a situation and said, absolutely not, that's not going to happen? And your guides are saying, what about your free will? What about your will to see a situation and decide what you're going to do? Isn't that important just as well? Just as everyone else's free will? They want me to take the microphone. Mic drop. Oh my gosh, they're ridiculous sometimes. You came into this world to be who you are. All of it, all of it, all of it. And you have done so much work on learning to love and heal yourself. And they're saying, please accept all of yourself, the part that gets angry. And they're taking me back to this card too, where it says mirror who or what is triggering you. And there's a difference between somebody triggering the darkness within you, the pain that's within you that you're still trying to fight against. And then there's a complete difference between somebody doing something that's unjust. They're saying you've done enough work on yourself to understand, and maybe sometimes in that moment you need to pause and ask yourself, am I reacting because I'm triggered, or am I reacting because this is unjust and I need to take action? All right, pile number 2, I love you so much. You are such a beautiful, sweet soul. And thank you so much for being here. I hope that helped you, and I hope you know now what your next steps are to balancing these two things and accepting them within yourself. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to leave in the comments how this is resonating with you, what you've been through, what you're fighting against, any of that stuff, please let us know. And I will see you again next time. Thank you so much. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the shell and the little kitty cat sticker. And I was very nervous about doing these readings, but pile number 1 and 2 were absolutely beautiful. And I am very excited now to do your reading, to see what your guides have to say. The universe, the stars. Let's see. We've got intention, education, ooh, dry desert. Again, I swear to you, I went through all of the cards and turned them right side up. And this one, I'm gonna honor it and leave it this way, okay? But I don't know what's happening. Okay, whatever you are trying to manifest, it feels like you're having a really hard time because you set the intention, you learn all about it and try to be the best student of all the lessons and everything. And then when it comes to time for you to receive, it's a dry desert. You're not receiving, and you're really confused and trying to understand why that's happening. So you have goblins, listening, and ride the wave. Let me pull these down a little. Oh my gosh, this could not be more clear, right? Who are you listening to? Are you listening to the fears that are in your head still that are saying, you're never going to get this. This is never going to happen to you. Are you serious? Like, who do you think you are? Or are you listening to the fun and the joy? And actually, this could also be not necessarily just your fears or the things that you're telling yourself about yourself, but it could be you feeling like it has to be hard work. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you feel like I've got to grind and I've got to do this and I've got to make sure that it happens. And your spirit guides are like, but why? But why? Your life is meant to be fun. It's meant to be fun and joyful. You're meant to have other people along on the ride and laugh and talk and sing and play and all the things. And you're doing a great job listening to your guidance. You're doing a great job with the lessons. But then when it comes time, like let's say you're sitting here waiting for inspiration. Inspiration comes. There's a little birdie singing in your ear. Hey, let's do this thing. And then immediately you go to the hard work. You're like, oh, I got to put my nose to the grindstone. I got to get this done as fast as possible. And your guides are like, but the way that you got the idea was through play. It was through being joyful, being playful, relaxing, all of those things. That's how you got the idea. That's why the idea came to you. But then the second that you get that idea, you go into this mode. So we've got follow the leader, details, and slow and steady. It feels like you're getting very frustrated because you feel like it's time now. I've been following all of these other people. I've been following their journey. Maybe I've listened to them say it was going to take 3 years or 5 years or 2 years, whatever the case may be. But I've been following these other people that got everything that they were asking for. And it's my time now. It's time. It's time for me. And then you go back over everything and you're like, well, what did I miss? What did I miss? What am I not doing right? And it kind of feels like you're beating yourself up about not being able to manifest all of this stuff into reality. You're like, obviously it's me. Obviously I missed something. Obviously it's not the right time. I thought it would be the right time. It's not the right time. Now what am I going to do? And this card just feels like the universe is watching you and they feel sad for you and they want to help you out of it. And it feels like they're sending you messages of how to get out of it. And the more messages that they send you, the more confused you are. And the more you keep going back into this, I've got to figure it all out myself and I'm all on my own and I don't know what's happening. And I thought you would be there for me. I thought you'd be giving me all of this stuff. And what's going on? It's like your guides are there. They're there with you. The whole universe is there with you. They're conspiring to get you everything that you want. They're there with you, but it's like they're fighting against your mind. And your mind is so strong that they don't have a chance to fight against it because it's got to come from you. Everything has to come from inside of you. They can't just make things appear And then I hear you say, but why can't they? They're the universe. Why couldn't they just make things appear? And the truth is that we all have free will. And part of your journey is to learn how to manifest these things. And if the universe just handed it to you, then your journey would have no meaning. They need you to understand how to manifest things so that you can create everything that you want to from this point on. Not all by yourself, with their help, but you can decide exactly what it is that you want, and then you can bring it into the 3D reality for the rest of your life. And they're saying if we just handed stuff to you, it's almost like you agreed to be here on Earth. You agreed to go through this so that you could learn how to manifest things, so that you could create whatever you wanted. They're saying in the spirit realm, when you pass over, you're going to be able to create whatever it is that you want instantaneously. The whole point of life, the whole point of the 3D world is to create things physical. I'm going to grab this rock here, to create something physical and leave it there so that other generations can come through and see your creation and go, oh my gosh, that thing is so cool. It's inspiring me to create other things. Or, oh, I hate that thing, I'm going to tear it down. It's their choice, right? It's the next generation's choice, whatever they do to what you've created. But the whole point of life is for you to create what you want to create. And so your guides are like, there is no point in us just handing you whatever it is that you want. I know that's how you want it to go, but that's not how it goes here on Earth. You've got to learn. You've got to learn how to do this. And the second that you learn the first time, you're going to carry that through the rest of your life. You're going to get better and better and better and better and better at it. And they're asking me to bring in this tiny little crystal now. And they're saying, start with something small. Start small. Do something little that's tangible, because it feels like you're trying to create these huge, massive things. Like you're trying to create this crystal when you haven't even learned how to do the little one yet. And they're like, you can create this crystal, but it's going to require a lot of faith and hope and trust for a very, very, very long time without seeing anything in the physical. But if you can create this tiny little thing, just think of something small that you want to create, and let's work on that together. And then when you see that that can come into fruition, then you're like, oh, I get it now. And then you can start building bigger things, and you're like, oh, I can build that thing now. Okay, cool. So then you figure out how to do that, and it's not taking as much time, and you're having more faith in the process because you know that you created this little thing. This won't stop spinning. I keep trying to stop it from spinning. It's like, no, I want to spin. So anyways, you just keep creating a little bit bigger, then you create this thing, then you create this crystal over here. And you're like, by the end of your life, you have all this stuff you created. But they're saying if you're trying to go from never having manifested anything ever to creating this, that's going to take so much time and effort and energy and trust and faith and lessons and all of the things. They're asking you to just really slow down. You don't have to create everything right now. And they're talking about a play or a big statue in New York or something like that. It's like, these people don't start with this giant production. They start with little plays in middle school and high school, and then they grow and they build these things so that eventually they can build this huge, massive thing that they've wanted to build their whole lives. Whew. Are you out of breath? Because I'm out of breath, man. Okay, let's take the last cards. There's 4, so let me see if I can fit them in here. We've got 41, unexpected visitors, 6, mountain, 54, encouragement, and 24, stuck in the mud. I haven't set the numbers on any of the other cards so far in any of the readings, so there's something significant about me reading these numbers to you. I just want to look at this one closer because there's an important message here, but I'm not really getting it. Okay, they're bringing me back to when we were talking about creating the tiny thing first. And they're saying when you create the tiny thing, the door opens and you get a glimpse at how the universe creates things with you. It's like this co-creation that you don't even know is real yet because you haven't seen anything develop in the physical world yet, right? And so they're saying when you create this, it opens the door and you get a little bit of a glimpse in here and you're like, oh my God, I understand it now. I get it. It is real. Every time I say that, I think to myself, he does exist. They do exist. Those little M&Ms on the Santa commercial. Anyways, somebody will get that. This one, they're really encouraging you to be kind to yourself. Be kind and loving to yourself through this process because you're just a little baby right now. You're gonna grow into the big giraffe, but you're just a little baby right now. You're a baby manifester, okay? And it's like they know that you want to have all the things, you want to create all the things, you want to do all the things. They know that, and you are going to get there. And someday you're going to be the person that's encouraging all of the new little babies that are coming along. But right now, you're just learning, and you've got to understand that about yourself and accept that. And then over here and Stuck in the Mud, they're just saying you're getting unstuck right now. Just hearing this message, you're getting unstuck, okay? Accepting that you are where you are in your journey is getting you unstuck. And then each time that you create something small, you will get more and more and more and more and more unstuck until you finally are able to just run freely and do whatever you want to do. And your whole universe, okay? I was going to say your spirit guides, but literally the entire universe, and I'm being drawn to these little stars up here at the top, the entire universe is conspiring together to get you unstuck and free and running around and creating anything that you want, like a little mad person. Like a little mad, crazy person just running around doing all of the creative, free, fun stuff that you want to do. The entire universe is conspiring for that, for you. It's not just you alone, okay? I love you so much. I know how frustrating this whole journey can be. I know that you're going to get there though. I know that. I know you're going to get there. I know you're going to start seeing things in the physical. I know that you're going to become one of these leaders that helps lead other people through. And I know that you've got it within you to do all of this, okay? The entire universe wants to tell you what a good job you're doing and that you're exactly where you're meant to be. You are at exactly the right place at the right time, doing, feeling, saying exactly what you're meant to do, okay? I love you so much. I hope this message was really powerful for you. I think that you will start heading in a new direction and start trying to do the little things first, right? So that is your mission from your spirit guides and from the universe for the next part of your life, is to start learning to do the small things first. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.